What's going on, guys? Aaron from Top Tier Gaming here, and today I'm going to be doing a sort of combo video for my Evil Twin deck. It is pure Evil Twin. There's a bunch of different ways you can play sort of the Live Twin deck. You can go with the Unchained package, you can go with the Eldritch package. However, personally, I think pure is the best version because it gives you so many options to run like Good Go Second cards or like board breakers or hand traps in your deck and just have so many flex spots. It is super powerful to play it pure, and that's what my build is. I do have a deck profile that you can check down in the description below if you want to see the exact list we're running. This is just going to go over some combos, some hand tests, most importantly the hand test to show the true consistency of like a really powerful Live Twin deck, and kind of show you guys or like what you guys can expect when choosing to play a deck like this, what type of hands you'll get. Before we get into it, I'm going to give the deck a quick shuffle and talk to you guys about the Discord that we have. So down in the description below is the link to our Discord. It's been growing recently, and it's a good time. Like, people ask questions, like you can get deck help, you can talk to me and Patty as well, and we plan to do cooler stuff on the Discord. Just sort of getting those things in line might take a minute, but we hope to have a lot of cool stuff going on in our Discord. So if you feel like joining it, I recommend it. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into this hand test. So yeah, we're going to start with 5 cards. It's going to be a Cosmic Cyclone, an Ash Blossom, a Secret Password, an Effect Veiler, and lastly, another Secret Password. So we essentially drew, if you look at the hand, we drew 3 flex spots, being 2 hand traps and a Cosmic, and then Secret Password, which will be a starter, and Secret Password, which in this case is a follow-up because we drew 2 Secret Passwords. But so very, very consistent. This is what you want to see, is usually starter, extender, and like 3 flex spots. So this is really nice. What you're going to do with this hand going first is you're going to activate the Secret Password, and you're going to search Sunny Snitch, the new Tenki to be released in Dawn of Majesty. And this Tenki is super good because it has a burn effect attached to it, a burn and heal effect, which can help you win games in time, but as well, it's just a Tenki at the end of the day to search for your Live Twin monster. And I'm going to grab Leela. So it didn't used to matter which one you grabbed here, but because Frost is like so much better than Treat, you want to grab this one so you can normal summon her, activate her effect, and then special summon your Frost. Now, my build is only playing 1 Frost, so when you're doing this, you have to accept the fact that now you cannot later in the game grab her as an extender. So that means in the future bits of the game, you might want to grab the other twin so that you can search the extender. And then you're just going to go full twin combo, which I'm going to run through really quickly. The first hand test, just in case you're unaware of how it works. But you're going to make red. The first twin you make is the one you're going to end on, so that's important to remember. Whichever effect you want is the one you should start with. I want the draw, so I'm going to start with Kiss a Kill. Kiss a Kill's effect is going to special summon Lilith from the graveyard. We're going to link into our blue Leela here, which I'll put down there. I'm pretty sure you couldn't see the Kiss a Kill. That is definitely my bad. Just space is just going to be our enemy today. And then Leela's effect is going to special the blue link Kiss a Kill from our grave, and we're going to get to draw a card, which in this case is a Live Twin Home, which means if they Nibiru you, now you have a way to play past Nibiru, which is great. And it's just more follow-up, right? And then lastly, you take your Kiss a Kill and your Leela, and you make, in this case, another Kiss a Kill, because it means you'll special on your opponent's turn. Kiss a Kill can special Leela, and then you get a pop, right? So that's standard twin combo. Every other hand test, I'm going to run through that a little faster now. I just wanted to show it once. But yeah, in the future, in Burst of Destiny, when we get Trouble Sunny, we won't have to go into the second Kiss a Kill. We'll be able to go into her, and it'll be so much better. But yeah, so what you end on, essentially, here is Kiss a Kill, which gives you a pop and Leela, a Veiler, a Cosmic, and an Ash, and then a lot of follow-up, which is great. Cosmic can be really good against a lot of decks. Like, it's great versus Tri-Brigade. You can hit things like Tenki. You can hit things like Revolt when they set it. But most importantly, it's like, well, most importantly it's for Revolt, but it's also good versus the Prank Kids matchup. You can hit Place, you can hit Pandemonium, and it's even good versus Drytron because you can Cosmic Cyclone the Ritual spell, and sometimes that's just it. If they only play 1 Ritual spell, sometimes you really can screw up their entire turn with just 1 Cosmic Cyclone. So overall, a really good card this format. Hit all sorts of field spells like Island, you can hit things in Sky Striker. Like, Cosmic, just such a good card to like play with this format. And Twin Twister I think is a little better, but I don't often want to discard when I'm running so many flex spots. So kind of your personal preference there, but I'm enjoying Cosmic in this list. All right, next hand, Skullmeister. We'll make this a go second hand to see what we got. Skullmeister, Ash, Sunny Snitch, a Treat, and a Solemn Strike. So go second, you have 2 hand traps. With 2 hand traps is sort of the goal. 3 hand traps almost guarantees you'll stop your opponent's turn, but 2 hand traps it's very hard for a lot of decks this format to play past 2 hand traps. And Ash Skullmeister is pretty good. What's really nice about the starters we opened, let's say we have to use both our hand traps, right? And then we draw for turn, and we get a Bell. Wish we kind of drew Bell over the Strike last turn and drew Strike for turn this turn, but it's fine. So now going second, we can activate the Sunny Snitch and grab ourselves a Kiss-a-Kill, and we're grabbing Kiss-a-Kill because we opened the Lila Treat, so she's an extender in case Kiss-a-Kill gets negated. So now let's summon our Kiss-a-Kill and activate our effect, and because we're going second, let's say they stopped us with some sort of effect. Be it Imperm, Veiler, Borload Savage, you know, depending on what we're playing against, it could be anything different. Now you can special your Lila Treat, and you have 2 options. You can go and you can summon your Lila, and because we went her first, it means we're going to end on a pop, which is better for go second in a lot of cases. But you can also go Abomination through your twin stuff, so that's also really good for go second. But you can also just like overlay these into Centaria, swing with Centaria, main phase 2, go into your Downard, and then overlay Zeus, which you have a 2-send Zeus. And if you send twice with Zeus and then you finish your board by setting a Strike and setting a Bell, yeah, you're probably winning that game. So that worked out very well. That was a good go second hand. So yeah, that is what the deck can do going second. The only problem with that hand is you don't establish much follow-up besides the Zeus, so you kind of have to draw into more twins, which is not hard. You're running a lot of 1-card starters, so that's very, very nice. But yeah, another thing I didn't mention in the first hand was actually that we had the Kiss-a-Kill Frost engraved, right? Which means when your opponent adds a card, you can actually draw a card, which is really good because you're running so many hand traps. And when you're running so many hand traps, if you draw them on your opponent's turn, it just feels so good because then they're instantly usable, right? Which is why we choose to play so many hand traps over just like a bunch of trap cards. So on to the next hand, we have a Secret Password, which means we're already playing the game. 1 Ash Blossom, 1 Meister, 1 Veiler. Okay, so going second, this thing's crazy. And another Skullmeister. Okay, there's no way they're playing through this unless they are just purely a trap deck. But yeah, we opened 1-card starter, right? Like we go grab Sunny Snitch, go get Lila, and then that's full combo with 4 hand traps. The only thing to actually test in this hand that I haven't shown you guys already would be depending on what we draw, because we do get a draw off Kiss-a-Kill, right? So if that's like Strike, we're in a good spot. If it's follow-up, we're in a good spot. So yeah, we haven't bricked, and again, that's because this deck is playing so many 1-card starters and then a bunch of hand traps, which you don't have to go this route. You can mix this deck with a bunch of engines like Unchained or Eldritch, and they all do different things, but personally, when I take this deck to locals or I'm trying to like win tournaments, I feel like the flex spots are the most powerful, and just like having a Kiss-a-Kill special Lila pop with like a bunch of follow-up and 4 interrupts is usually more than enough to win, and I've had a lot of success with this deck running this strategy. So yep, it is the most consistent that I have found so far. And with that said, let's get into the next hand. Hopefully we see something a little different. We got Cosmic, we have Frost, we have Secret Password. Opening an extender with your starters, very, very good. Bell and Strike. Again, we opened starter, extender, and 3 flex spots. It is the exact goal of this deck, and it happens quite often. So what you're going to do here, I'm going to show a different play you can make. I would probably never do it in this hand, but just to show you how it works, we have Secret Password. Like, say we're playing it, like we know we're playing against a deck where Cosmic isn't good. We can go Secret Password, go get Sunny Snitch, and then we can add Lila, and we're adding Lila because we drew the Frost already. So yeah, you want to get the opposite of what extender you have. So normal summon Lila, and then we are going to special summon out a Kiss-a-Kill. Now we're not special summoning, like even if we ran multiple Frost, we're not sending another Frost here because we need this Kiss-a-Kill to be a Cyberse monster. So we're gonna link off the Kiss-a-Kill, and we're gonna summon Link Disciple. You haven't seen this yet, so it's time to bust him out. Then we're gonna link off the Lila, and we're gonna special summon Link Devotee. And I just wish there was more space. This is rough. Okay. Then, oh, I misplayed, so don't be bad like me. When you have just the Leela left after you've made the Link Disciple, especially your Frost, we're going to need a Leela monster on field to summon her, so that's pretty important. Link Devotee, and then with Link Disciple, you can tribute Link Devotee, draw a card. Well, that is unfortunate. It was going to be so we can put the Cosmic Cyclone back, but we drew another one, so with Disciple, you get to draw a card and put one to the bottom of the deck, and then Devotee actually gets you 2 tokens, and we're going to instantly use those tokens to make an IP Masquerena. Which is super good in this deck because you can sort of manipulate your field and get you which twin on board you want. Then we're going to link the Frost with the Link Disciple, and we're going to make Kiss a Kill, very standard. Just run through the whole twin stuff. You special your Lila, and then you special out your Leela Link, and then Leela Link brings back your Kiss a Kill. You get to draw a card, which is follow up, which is pretty nice, and then you link off, and you get your Kiss a Kill again. So what that ends up with is you have follow up in the Sunny Snitch, you have a Cosmic Cyclone for anything it might be good against, a Strike, and a Bell, which is very, very nice. But like with this, you can use Kiss a Kill's effect, special summon your Leela to pop something. Let's say you're going to want to special summon her here, my bad. Let's say they add a card from their deck to their hand, right? So you banish your Frost, and you draw a card. It's actually a Skullmeister, which is super, super good. But now let's say you use IP, and you can link off your Kiss a Kill and your IP, and you can make a couple things. You can either go for Abomination, but in this case, we're going to want to go Unicorn. And then we can discard Sunny Snitch if we feel like we don't need the follow-up, otherwise you discard one of the hand traps. You spin a card and then you get to draw, which is more follow-up, which is great. And then you can Leela effect, special your Kiss a Kill, that's your extra deck though, so don't special things from extra deck randomly. Special your Kiss a Kill, and then draw an additional card, which is a Harpy's Feather Duster, which is pretty nice. I actually wasn't maining this in the deck profile. This is a new addition because Gozen and Rivalry have become so popular that I added more back row hate to the main deck. And what you ended on was a pop off of your Kiss a Kill, a spin off of your Nightmare Unicorn, a Cosmic, a Strike. You had Meister, Bell, you got 3 draws this turn, you have follow-up for next turn. Yeah, I mean, this deck's absolutely insane if that hand doesn't show it perfectly. I think I'll do like 1 or 2 more hand tests if you just want to see some more hands and how consistent the deck is. Let's get some of this extra deck stuff out of here so we don't draw them. I have done that in the past. That is the danger of running such similar sleeves, so be very careful if you opt to do something like that. But yeah, a couple more test hands. Let's see if we get anything wild. The combo I just did is sort of what you want to do if you open too many twins, right? Because you're not always going to open a starter, extender, and then 3 flex spots. Sometimes you're going to open an extender and like 3 starters, and going the Link Disciple play can help you draw flex spots and put back twins you don't need in your hand, and that's like the main purpose of it. So yep, let's run into this next hand here. We'll make this the second to last one. Sunny Snitch, Kiss a Kill, Skullmeister, alright now, and Bell. So like, when I draw these type of hand traps together, I'm not always feeling safe, because none of them are blatantly like as generic as Ash Blossom, right? Or like Effect Veiler. Like, if your opponent starts with Red Eyes Fusion, this is going to be kind of hard to win, for sure. But like any normal deck, like these cards are very, very good. Like if you play against Prank Kids with this hand, you probably win. Tri-Brigade's definitely going to be a little tough, depends how they do it. You do get to negate like their Nerval effect, which is nice, and maybe even their Link effects in Graveyard. So yeah, it just depends. Like when you draw hand traps like these, it's pretty matchup based. But starter, extender, 3 hand traps, like you can't actually ask for anything more. Yeah, the deck is just overall super consistent, super fun, because you get to always play the game essentially. Like 2 hand traps can stop your turn, but I've played through 2 hand traps. Like I played through Ash and Nibiru before to at least end on a board, because your spells are so good at extending through hand traps. And yeah, overall that's just a big strength to the deck. So yeah, last and final hand test to see what this deck can do. If we can go this whole video without breaking a single time, I think we've won. So yeah, Effect Veiler, Skullmeister, Live Twin Home, so it's not a brick, Kiss a Kill, and Sunny Snitch. So this is one of those hands where you've actually drawn so many twins that you have a couple of options here. With the Kiss-a-Kill and the Sunny Snitch, you can actually go for the Link Disciple play, which is, very good because you're able to put the home back and maybe draw a strike, which was on the top of the deck. That would have been very, very nice. But what you can also do is like prepare for Nibiru by not going for that play. You can go for your very standard twin combo, normal summon your twin. If it gets ashed, you can Sunny Snitch for your extender and keep playing. But if you make your full combo and they Nibiru you, then you can activate your live twin home, pitching a card from your hand, get the twin that hasn't activated yet, and or it really doesn't matter as much in this case because you'll have a Nibiru token. But yeah, then you can play through Nibiru. So this hand plays through 2 hand traps and has 2 hand traps, and if you make your combo, then you're going to draw a strike. So Meister Veiler Strike with a pop through 2 hand traps, honestly, like, that is phenomenal. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to showcase what this deck can do, and if you wanted to know more about live twins, their consistency, what they can do with the build I've uploaded on the channel, then yeah, this was definitely the video for you. But yeah, this has been Aaron from Top Tier Gaming. Hope you enjoyed. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye, YouTube.